I'm Natalia Madison. I am a senior at First Light High School, and I've been shadowing this semester to do an internship through the Career and Technical Education program. So I've been based in the administration department of the town, and I've been able to shadow at every department and get a basis for what the town government does on a day-to-day basis. I've been able to shadow in the finance department, in the police department, public services, fire. Pretty much every department I've been able to get a taste of how it works. I am interested in working for the federal government after college, so I wanted to get an understanding of how the basic local government worked. It's also been interesting to see how all the departments work together in the town. They all are very interconnected, and it's a very connected environment here, and every department works very well together. A few things that I found interesting when I was working with each department was working with Nora, the IT administrator in the finance department. She showed me a lot about installing computers and how it worked to keep the whole town technology infrastructure up and running. We worked on the Kettleville Hills website on getting the online job application up and running, so that was an interesting project that I got to work on. So in administration, a lot of what I learned was about the Board of Commissioners meetings and the process that goes into setting the agenda and planning those meetings. And it was really an extensive process that I got to be a part of, and I was able to attend the Board of Commissioners meeting and see how it all came together. It was also interesting just to observe day-to-day public interactions. I was able to look at some of the town's historic documents as well. So that was really interesting to be able to see the history of the town. In finance, I was mainly working on the budget and trying to understand the budget process and how it works, and I was able to look at each request from each department, look at how the budget numbers were calculated, look at how these predictions lined up with reality, and see how the budget is going to be implemented for the new fiscal year, which is coming up. Fire, I was able to go out on an EMS call to watch them assist an older woman to her car for a doctor's appointment. So that was interesting to see them in action. The fire marshal also showed me around. He took me around the town. So that was definitely a very interesting experience to be able to understand a bit more of how the fire department works. In the police department, I was able to go on a few ride-alongs with female officers, and so that was definitely a good experience to be able to see what they look for when they're out patrolling and what they generally issue citations for. I was also able to go out with the animal control department and look at the animal control facilities and learn about the process. Another department that I was able to work with in the town hall was public services. So they showed me a lot about their ongoing capital projects, like the new water tower that's being built. And I was also able to go out with the people in the public services department that do water meter readings. So I was able to see how a water meter reading works and look at the technology behind that. And I'd really like to thank the town hall for hosting me this semester. It's been a really amazing experience. I've been able to understand how a local government functions, which is definitely a lot more complicated than maybe one would expect. It's been a real interesting journey to see how it all comes together and how all the departments work and function as a whole town. I definitely also would think that this is a great opportunity through the school and their career and technical education program. I would encourage anyone who has the opportunity to work with the town hall or with another company to do so.